So this video is long overdue. It is my trip to Vietnam. Vietnam. Basically, can you guys see me alright? Should be okay, relatively. Up, down. Okay, whatever. This is my trip to Vietnam. My trip to Vietnam was accompanied by 3 other awesome friends of mine and 1 awesome professor. We're from the Canadian University Dubai. Free marketing. You're welcome. Getting expelled. So to be completely honest, my personal experience, I was going to this thing called the USLS, the University Scholars Leadership Symposium. And I was actually going in with no real idea of what it was about, or what was expected of us. I had no idea that it was even organized by a company called, or an NGO, Humanitarian Affairs, organized the University Scholars Leadership Symposium, Hanoi, Vietnam, which was attended by yours truly, that's me, along with around 700 more people from 69 different countries. This is that story. You know what, let's transition. So who was with us? I mean, that's important, right? Who came along? So it was one of my best friends, Janine. She's student council president. We have our vice president, Abu Bakr. We have our professor, Sakina, and we have my good friend, Suleiman. Okay, guys. Yo, put it back.
Okay, ready?
Where are we going? Okay, guys, where are we going?
We're going to... Are we doing this? Oh, we're going to Vietnam. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, first Bangkok.
Hanoi.
We are going to Vietnam. We're a group from CUD, Canadian University of Dubai. We know the name somewhat.
It's the
University.
Global Leadership Symposium organized by the United Nations Humanitarian Affairs Asia.
That's right, she's a professor.
And these guys, I'm surprised you're the ones that you are the future leaders.
We are equally surprised.
Focused on humanitarian aid, and it's looking, this year's theme is about poverty. So there's some great workshops as well that you guys can get involved, like having lunches with the villages, organizing temple experience or something like that.
Going to a war museum.
Visiting schools.
Do we sound professional saying like something to do with so and so?
The great thing about you guys actually attending this, can someone listen to me when I'm talking?
I'm listening.
No, you're listening. I'm trying to get I'm trying to do it like that. I'm having a conversation, not like, hey, this is what we're doing. It's a good way for you guys to connect with like-minded people. Future leaders, about 2,000 delegates attending this thing. 2,000?
It was more.
2,000 delegates. At least 2,000 different, at least 2,000 different...
from the top prestigious universities.
Yeah, attending this event. And every year, it changes.
My arm's tired, so I'm gonna stop recording. And another thing that kind of happened was the fact that this was a very interesting experience in terms of how immersive it was, because we got to actually, before we actually got to the conference, we got to see the people, we got to see the road, the way they cross the street, the way there are more bikes on the actual street than there are people, which is odd because there should be people driving the bikes, you'd think. But it's just crazy. All you hear is motors, all you hear is sound, all you see is life and color on the streets, and it's absolutely 100% amazing. This is the Vietnamese Burj Khalifa.
Whoa, look at that.
We're being chased by a swan. And it's just something you have to see for yourself. Hopefully you're getting a good taste of it while you watch this video. Vietnam is alive. Vietnam is in its people. Vietnam is in the hats that they wear. Vietnam is in the farming that they do. Vietnam is everything. Vietnam is its people, and its people are very, very much Vietnam. Then there was the actual conference. What exactly were we there for? We were there for the, again, University Scholars Leadership Symposium. And what I mean, it sounds really nice, you know, words. But what was this actual thing? This thing was a conference for students from across the globe. It doesn't matter what university, you just had to be there. All you had to be was a student. You had to be someone who cares. And even if you weren't a student who cares, you'd become one by the end of this thing.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Inspiring individuals.
Okay, bros, can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Can you tell me what you're wearing below?
I'm wearing a blue. It's my traditional dress. I heard in Myanmar they call it a longi.
Long? Yeah, in Myanmar. Oh, you got it, bro. You got it. Thank you. Hi Janine, have you made a new friend here?
Yes, I have. So I've made a new friend and she has the cutest name I've ever heard. Something really cute, something that you'd probably call your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, one of you just tell me the name. 3, 2, 1.
Honey, my name
Her name is Honey. It's adorable. She's adorable, guys. She's the best.
Oh, she's cute too.
Now, the idea is that you would get in touch with proper issues around the world, human trafficking issues, Syrian refugee crisis, women taking care of themselves in the streets, sexism, culture clashes, whatever it was, we heard about it. And we heard about it from who? We heard about it from speakers from across the globe who have been working on these issues for practically their whole lives, that they've been awake. And that's what they were doing to us too. They were trying to wake us up from this.
A chance to leave the country. In fact, most Liberian kids won't even get a chance to see a playground.
This thing just really said, here are things that no one cares about. And the reason no one cares about them is because we don't know about them. And the reason you don't know about them is because no one talks about them. So here it is. Here are the people that actually need your help, need your attention, need your love and care and respect. And just, they need you. That's what they need you. And we went to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures, but that's kind of what we have. We have our memories, we have our experiences, we have what we did over there. And we did some pretty cool stuff. Me, and this is a bit personal, so I think the music is going to tone right about down. So what happened was that I went on one of our learning journeys, kind of a hippie name, but you know, whatever, it's alright, it fulfills the purpose. I went to a place called the Friendship Village. Yeah, the names just keep getting better. But again, it's Vietnam, that's how they wanted to call it. And really, after everything that's happened, I think the Friendship Village sounds like a wonderful place to be, and it is. Because the Friendship Village is home to the war veterans of Vietnam. Any war that place has been through, it's home to the people who are still survivors. The soldiers, the heroes who fought in that war, they're over there. And also over there are children who have been affected by things like Agent Orange, which is a chemical that a certain faction of soldiers used to really take the war to the next ugly level that it should never be taken to. And it didn't just affect the people who were fighting, it affected their children, and their children, and their children, and their children, and it sucks. These children grow up with deformities, and these children grow up with all sorts of things you'd never wish for in your worst enemy, and it makes you think that people did this to one another. Human beings did this to other human beings, and that's not right. You know, I met a child during my visit to the Friendship Village. His name is, and if you're watching this, and if you understand this, I really hope you do. I really hope this gets to you somehow, man. I miss you. His name is Nyang. Nyang. And this kid was such a boss. He was like 9 years old. He didn't know any English and I didn't know any Vietnamese. But he was helping me out, telling me where to push the cart, telling me to have fun, telling me to be with everyone else, just in his own way. And he was moving stuff out of the way, and I was like, if this kid was just a bit older and had a bit more opportunity, was somewhere else, maybe he's probably a leader of some sort. This kid is someone I want to talk to if I could. And this kid was awesome. Another awesome child was a little boy that Janine met, and Janine was talking to this kid at a school. Well, she was asking him, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the kid's like, I don't know, I'd like to make things. I'd like to make things. And she's like, all right, do you want to be an engineer? Do you want to make a ship, a plane, a boat, a car? And this kid's like, what? I can make a car? And she's like, yeah, of course you can make a car. You could make a car. Why not make a car? That's a job. You can make a car. And he's like, I can make a car? And he kept repeating that over and over and over again because he was just so astounded at the fact that a human being could make a car. For us, this idea is so novel. It's normal for us to make a car, make a building, make Burj Khalifa, make this, make that. Whatever you want, you can do it. But for this kid, the idea of I can make a car, I can design something, I can originate something into this earth as useful and awesome and amazing as a car, he couldn't believe it. And then he asked, how can I make a car? Janine said, all you have to do is study really hard, become an engineer, no math, no science, know how things work, and just keep pushing along, and one day you'll make a car. I don't know what that kid's name is, but I hope that he gets around to making that car. Apparently, he wants to do it so he can help his village. He wants to make a car for his village so that everyone can just drive around and get around a lot easier. And I hope he does that one day. So, what's the point of all this? What was the point of making this video and showing you all these clips and talking about all this stuff and all this? What was the point? To talk. It's so that I can show you just a little bit of what we ended up doing over there. It's to show you what a life-changing experience I had. And the one thing I learned, the one thing that I really took home from this, it's not impossible. It's not too difficult to imagine that when people come together and they have good intentions, good ideas, goodwill, good hearts, things can get done. Good things can get done. Real, beautiful things can happen. We can reach out to children who have been affected. We can reach out to elders who have been hurt. We can touch the places that our same human history has messed up for decades. We can go back there, apologize, and say, you know what? We're here to fix things. We're here to help. We want to make things better because these people belong to us. This earth belongs to us. These people are ours, and I'm theirs. I'm amongst them. I'm a part of this human experience. And what are we doing if not something positive, if not something good, if not something that matters? What is the point if I can't die one day thinking someone benefited, someone was happy I was here, someone remembers me and says, man, thank you for existing. I want parts of the earth to miss my footsteps. I want the sky to remember that this person flew across here for a quick second to go and do something great, to go and do something that lasts more than a lifetime, across several lifetimes, across the people that I touched, their hearts, their minds, their souls, their memories, their lives, and I brought good things. That's what I think is what I took away, and that's what I want to keep doing. And I think that that wish does not extend to other people. I think that that's something that's universal. I think that people want to make history and they want to make good history. I think people want deep down inside to do good things, but we just don't find opportunities. I'm telling you, the opportunity is all around you. All you have to say is, you know what? This is what I'm good at. This is what I can do. I'm gonna do it. I think it's important for us to finally take that step forward, put out our chest and say, you know what, I can help by doing this thing. And it's not too small of an effort, it's what I can do. And that's another thing that I picked up, that it matters what you can bring to the table. It's very important, it's deathly important. It's important as life, and it's as important as someone's life that you contribute what you can. Because who else is gonna give what you can, other than you? No one. No one's gonna do what you can. Not a single person. That right, that responsibility, that opportunity, that thing is something only you can accomplish. And I implore for you, do it. If you think, you know what, I could do something and that could really help make someone's day, someone who needs it, someone smile, someone eat, that could help someone receive some education, their lives, their neighborhoods, their world better, do it. Whether it's art, whether it's science, whether it's history, whether it's media, whether it's communication, whether it's anything really, just do it and then spread it. And then feel all the emotions that come with it. Feel everything, feel the human experience. It sounds like a very mad abstract concept, but I ask you, feel the human experience of giving and receiving, of understanding someone else and being understood by someone else, which is something that we really underappreciate and something we should do. If you want to talk more about this in person, I would love to. If you want to Skype about this, if you're somewhere far from me, let's Skype, let's talk. Let's just have a dialogue about the things that I did, about the things that you've done, about things we can do, should do, want to do, can't do, but if we find a way, we will. Let's talk. Let's talk about important, awesome, beautiful, wonderful things, and let's try and fix the bad things. Let's try. I mean, it's not like we have anything better to do, right? Thank you for listening, and really, let's talk. Bye.